Hi, welcome back. So we are at lambda expressions. Lambda is a small anonymous function can be created with the lambda keyword. Let me show you an example. Define funcalc, and it takes the flat number of x, for example, and then is going to be interacted with the flat number of y. Return x plus y, that's all. If I would have, for example, the first department 1 and you got departments 2, and say for example departments 3, and these departments are relying to use this built-in function. That means all departments is going on flat price of x is equal to 50. That's all. The first departments would like to use, they have to do the following. To call fun, they have to write, of course, the 50 is the flat, and then they write their own fare. And the second departments, and then the other departments, to print this, we got no problem. Everything is in there. But you could see we've got a problem. What is the problem? That the repetitive keep writing of the argument x. What I wish for, that if I could have, for example, to define the flat price, something like that, is equal to the funcalc. That's what I wish for, and just write 50. And then after that, every department would like to use, they just go and take the flat price and add to it 5 or 3 or 10, something like that. I think the use of lambda expression can be at handy. First of all, you have to know that lambda is as simple as using the expression word of lambda. Next thing, what lambda expect is the argument. And then after that, what I want to do, I'd like to take the x, which is the flat price, and add to it this arg. So in this case, basically, I don't need anymore the use of y. This is exactly what we're going to return from this function. Now, what would happen for all departments here? We'll just put the comment for all departments, flat x is equal to 50. That's it. And basically what I would do was say the flat price is equal to funcalc of 50. That's all, since the funcalc is expecting only x as an argument. In this case, what I can do, the first departments, for example, department 1, they can just utilize that by just as simple as writing flat price 5. The other departments 3, and the other departments of 10. Now, once again, if I print, you will get the exact expected result. So what happened, the flat price, which is actually assigned as a variable. In case I would like to change this flat price from the main office to become 100, nothing has to be changed in any departments besides if they are interested to change their own minor price. So you could see here everything has been applicable. So you could see it's a very powerful mechanism if you understand really the use of lambda instead of repetitive pieces of code. One more things we can do actually, there is a built-in function which called the sort function. So basically the sort function is simple. Let's first of all create a pairs list. I would like to sort this list, and the sorting mechanism I would like to work on based on the second entry of the tuple. Second entry, it means this is 0 and this is 1 based on this entry. Each tuple have 3 entries. Of the first entry, and the 0 is just an integer. The second entry is just a string, which indicate the alphabetic of that number, and another letter to that tuple. Now, watch carefully if I would have to sort this using the built-in function sort. So I would have to come to pairs.sort. Now, if you look at the pairs.sort, this function expects you, if you would like to sort the pairs list based on a certain key, and the key actually expect you to deal with a built-in function. So if you would have just to say pairs.sort, and I didn't indicate anything, and just I would like to print, you will see nothing happen. Everything is been written as it because I didn't define a mechanism. If I would have to define the key, here expect me to write a little function. And here is another use of lambda expression can be really at hand. And as we said, Lambda expect you to take an arg and then tell me what you want to do with that arg. So what I want to do, I want to take the arg and then define of 1, for example. Now, what basically this piece of line it does inside that list, all right, which in this case is going to be a tuple here because each entry is a tuple. And I want you to choose the first index, not the 0 index. This is 0 index, is the first index, and sort the entry of the pairs based on this particular value. Let's try to print it down and see what the result looks like. So exactly, it was F because in ascending order, F comes as an alphabetic before the O, and then O, then T, but we found one more T. Check the second entry, which in this case, H and W. That was all about Lambda expression. Next, we will discuss the last 2 sections of documentation, strings, and function annotation. I will see you then.